Hi guys, this video is going to go over the questions on page 280, the communicate questions. Now the first question on that one is identify Canadian astronauts who have contributed to space science and technology and the technology being used. Choose one astronaut and highlight what he or she has accomplished. Well, we've had so many exemplary astronauts from Canada, like a few of the ones that pop into my mind right off the bat are Marc Garneau, our first um, Canadian astronaut in space, or Roberta Bondar, the first female Canadian astronaut in space, or a couple of people that are actually involved in our government now. Marc Garneau, Marc Garneau is also a transport minister in the federal government, or the Right Honorable Julie Payette, Governor General of Canada, who is also a former astronaut. Uh, Another favorite is David Williams, Saskatchewan-born astronaut. So there's lots of great astronauts you could take a look at and use for that question. Number two asks, find out about technological tools and devices needed for space exploration. Explain one of them in detail. Now, if you weren't able to get this question, you can actually go on NASA's website or the Canadian Space Agency's website, and they actually have a bunch of links and simulations of various tools and situations uh, where you're going to need current tools or possible future tools that we would need to invent to help us deal with those. On question 3, it asks, indicate the ways in which the development of materials and technology for space exploration has resulted in the use of new technologies on Earth. Now, we've had to develop so many new innovations to help with space travel. I have a list here of some different things that have been created for space that have actually become a major part of our everyday lives. RadarSat, with respect to GPS or global positioning systems, they've been used to track locations or positions on Earth. They've been used in peacekeeping missions to monitor displacement of refugees and to aid in airlifts and other military support operations. And GPS, you guys have seen it lots in the colony. GPS is built into our phones, but more importantly for the colony, it's built into all the equipment. The sprayers, the combines, the seeders have GPS systems in there, not just to say or tell you where exactly the tractor is, but it's used for guiding the tractor, for auto steering. It also helps with monitoring field conditions, being able to determine bushels per acre for very specific spots. So you can actually put fertilizer or other chemicals exactly where you need it, not across the whole field. So it really helps that way on the colony. Satellite imaging is also used for monitoring aspects of Earth's environment, seasonal changes on Earth, tracking temperatures of oceans and ocean currents, tracking ice and snow cover, tracking weather patterns, mapping vegetation and natural resources such as deforestation. So the temperature and ocean currents and that, we use that data every day in Saskatchewan for our weather reports. Some of the common items we use every day, Velcro, Gore-Tex. Many of you have Gore-Tex in your gloves or toques or boots or coats. It's very good insulating material. Also Mylar. And all three of those items were first used on astronauts' clothing and have become standard for clothing worn on Earth. Mylar is used for solar filters and camping gear. Freeze-dried foods were also developed for the space travel. Satellite communication systems for transmitting TV images around the world. Microelectronics and medical imaging are technologies that have been developed and surged due to the rush for space exploration. So that's just a sample list. You might have a great deal more that you could add to it, but it's amazing how that research done in space has ended up working its way into our everyday life.